I want to apologize in advance for all the auditory issues this episode. I am not as strong. I was editing this myself, and I'm not strong enough or confident enough as an editor to correct that. Anyways, take it away, Jesse.
At Odds is a podcast scheduled 3 rounds of discussion with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first from a Zoom call in Columbia, South Carolina, Matthew, aka the Unbreakable Spirit, and his opponent from a Zoom call in Atlanta, Georgia, Daniel, aka the Executioner. Take it away, Matthew.
Thank you, Jesse, for that wonderful introduction. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the New Year's edition of At Odds with the Unbreakable Spirit.
And the Executioner, Daniel Travis.
Yeah, and I doubt my co-host is going to have a New Year's resolution to not interrupt me.
Ha! No.
I, of course, am the Unbreakable Spirit, and obviously the George is the Executioner.
Hey, thank you very much, you piece of shit.
We got 3 very speculative, I guess, topics for you today. Topic number 1 is WWE is possibly planning a big push
for my Drew
McIntyre in the new year. And the Pinnacle is in the home stretch of their breakup, according to AEW. We're going to try to see how that plays out. And then, of course, with this being the New Year's edition and a pay-per-view literally tomorrow, y'all know what it is. In the spirit of the new year, it's time for another speculative prediction battle. Yeah, it's on Saturday, and today is Friday, you nincompoop.
Right. Shut up.
Anyways, let's jump into topic 1, which is our speculation of Drew McIntyre's push.
Well, my theory. Sorry, go ahead.
I'll let you go first.
All right. My big thing is, considering in 2020 that Drew McIntyre never won a world title in front of a live audience, I feel like WWE is going to honor that unless the whole world shuts down due to these variants of COVID.
I just realized I forgot to set my timer.
Oh, well. And maybe...
It's not like we're not going to go over anyways. We're totally going to do that.
Yes. What I was saying is, I feel like WWE is going to push McIntyre into maybe the Universal title picture and maybe have him win it, considering in 2020 those 2 WWE championships he won was kind of in front of an audience, even though he hasn't won a world title in front of a live crowd.
What are you talking about? WrestleMania was empty in 2020. Why do you think they did 2 years in a row in Tampa?
Oh, yeah, good point. No, I was just saying is, hopefully in 2022 they'll actually have him, provided everything doesn't shut down again, him win a world title in front of an actual crowd.
Yeah, and I do just want to say, people, that even if the world shuts down, we're still going to be cranking out the podcast since we record from the comfort of our own homes.
People don't really need to know that.
Dude, the intro literally says from a Zoom call.
Oh, yeah, right. But yes, that's my prediction. I think Drew McIntyre might win a world title or Money in the Bank this year.
Or both.
Or both, which would be just interesting.
Yeah, now Drew McIntyre, according to my knowledge, he is a Grand Slam or Triple Crown?
The only title that has eluded Drew McIntyre is the United States title.
Well, yeah, but I mean, he's been a tag team champion, right?
Yes.
He's been the Intercontinental champion.
Yes.
And he's been the world champion.
So he's just been a Triple Crown.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out.
Yeah.
And when we first saw Drew McIntyre in 2009, when he was introduced as as Vince McMahon's chosen one.
Yes, as a chosen one.
Let's face it, he looked a lot shorter than he did these days.
Yeah, Drew McIntyre now versus Drew McIntyre then would be a squash match.
Yeah, and Drew has consistently impressed since returning to WWE in
2017.
2017 as a part of NXT Black and Gold. I can't believe we have to clarify that now.
Yeah. Look, I'm gonna just say this on an episode. I'm just gonna say this anyway, but I understand that WWE wanted to reboot NXT, but to be 100% honest, I don't get it. I don't see the point. I don't really like it. It's just meh.
It's also hard to tell who the babyface and who the heels are.
Yeah, but
a lot like AEW to me, but we're gonna be talking AEW in the next topic.
Yeah.
I think Drew is, if they do go through with the push, I honestly think it might be better if he goes to Raw for the push. Now, don't get me wrong. I like Big E and all that, but honestly, he may lose the title at day one. We're not doing the predictions now. I'm just saying. He has a 25% chance of winning.
Yeah.
So if Lashley wins, I think he and Drew would have a great rivalry over the WWE Championship.
I mean, the only encounter they've had over that.
But in regards to a push, does he really need it? He's one of the biggest stars already.
Yeah, true. No, I mean, I disagree with that actually because, well, yes, he is one of the biggest push. He hasn't really won a title in front of a live crowd since his return. I mean, except for when he won the NXT title, that's really about it.
Yeah, I'll give you that, but that doesn't change the fact that in the, I guess, post-pandemic era, even though we're still in the middle of a pandemic,
yeah,
he is one of the top stars.
Not the top star. We all know who that is.
I said one of. I didn't say he was.
Yeah, fair enough.
And people can debate for hours who the top star is.
Yeah.
But for WWE, it's obviously the Tribal Chief.
Yeah. Yeah, I think McIntyre, I mean, I don't know if McIntyre is going to win, but he has improved a lot since his return. But the one thing I will say about McIntyre, this might be a critique, is that I don't really get why he needs the sword.
Scottish heritage or something. Anyways, we got less than 30 seconds. Final thoughts. Go.
Okay, final thoughts. I think Drew McIntyre will win Money in the Bank or maybe be into
the Rumble.
Or win the Rumble. Or I think McIntyre could maybe turn heel and then have a feud with Big E.
I think I would like to see the Scottish Warrior as a heel again. So I would like him to either win the Rumble or transfer to Raw, whatever, and win Money in the Bank and get into a feud with Mr. Positivity, Big E.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to take a quick break before we hop into the Pinnacle being close to a potential breakup.
Yeah. Which should be kind of interesting.
And we're back. And now that we've covered one of our two WWE topics, let's switch gears to AEW. The honestly feels like the only other wrestling promotion we cover.
Yeah. I mean, sorry to Impact Wrestling, but if you guys maybe got on a network that I could actually watch more, I would actually give a damn.
Yes, for those who don't know, Travis can only watch Impact Wrestling when he's at his family's vacation home.
Yes, but that's it. And then
yes, his cable network does not have Access TV, and I doubt my friend wants to pay the $35 for Impact Plus.
No. But the thing that I will say is Impact Wrestling is an entertaining program when I watch it, but I really wish, I don't know. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah. AEW, that's the promotion we're talking about now. And more specifically,
the Pinnacle.
MJF's group, the Pinnacle.
Yes. And now I personally believe that the reason AEW is breaking up the Pinnacle is all of this is going to have MJF somehow weasel his way as the heel that he is and really good at being a heel, I might add, win maybe a casino ladder match and sneak his way in to the world title match, because he did say on Dynamite that if Wardlow wins it, that he would have to hand it over to MJF.
Yeah, and we all know no one wants to do that.
No.
And MJF is a phenomenal heel. In fact, my cohort could take some lessons for him. But
all right, you worthless piece of trash.
Sure. Hey, at least I'm not trying to be the Miz.
You wouldn't be awesome, you'd be awful.
I know you are, but what am I?
Shut up.
Anyways.
Yeah.
MJF, obviously self-absorbed. Wardlow would not do that because everyone in any wrestling promotion wants to be world champion.
Yeah, as JR once said, is that if you're not to be the world champion, you're in the wrong business.
And it's sort of like the wrestling equivalent. If you're not in the business to make money, then you just can't make money.
Exactly. I mean, don't one goes to become a professional wrestler is to whoop ass, make money, and win titles. That's it. Period.
And to create a legacy isn't that important to you?
I mean,
but think about it. We have some second, third, and hopefully eventually a fourth generation superstar.
That's not important, but
for those who don't know, in episode we actually had to delete to upload the trailer. we covered Simone Johnson.
Yeah, but anyway, not important. I think
I don't really know how all this is gonna affect
AEW, but I hopefully, I think that maybe some of them might. I mean, it could just be the Pinnacle just without a Warlow. Maybe.
Yeah,
What do you think?
but you know that others eventually will get tired of MJF's shit, and I just lost my cursor. There we go.
So what do you think?
Honestly, I think like at least like one member of the Pinnacle will stay loyal to MJF before they get tired of his shit.
I mean,
God damn it! I forgot to start the timer again.
well, anyway.
Well,
but,
this is gonna be a long segment.
Yeah, I will say this. I will say I am kind of disappointed, how short that rivalry is with CM Punk, but that's just I just thought I'd randomly say that.
That's true. MJF did say that to him, Punk was merely a distraction.
Yeah, Punk said, and I quote, "You're a waste of con money like Tim Tebow."
Yeah. Punk is slowly starting to get that savagery that he was known for in 2011 back.
A decade ago.
Yeah, literally a decade ago. 11 years ago, starting tomorrow.
Yeah, but well, I mean, I personally think that I don't know. I think some of the, because I feel like Wardlow honestly maybe should go after the TNT title. I think. Okay, I will say I am very surprised that Shawn Spears, since joining AEW, has not won a single title.
Well, to be fair, he didn't win any titles in WWE either.
Yeah, fair enough.
But actually, while we're on the topic of AEW, I wouldn't say this is a prediction battle. I just want to get your opinion.
Okay.
This Wednesday, on the first episode of Dynamite on TBS, which woman do you... Yeah, well, not that. Which woman do you think is walking away with the TBS championship?
Who are the participants again?
I think one is like I always that cargo girl, and the other is it like Nyla Rose or someone? I honestly don't remember.
Ruby Rose.
Ruby Soho.
Yes.
Wait, is she really in the finals?
Yes.
All right, so between those two, who do you got?
Well, I think, well, either one of them have a shot of winning, even though, I personally think I think it's gonna be, Soho. What about you?
Shockingly, I agree with you. She may not have had one of the best of. She may not have had one of the best of runs in the big dub, but she can probably have a successful career in AEW.
Yeah.
And honestly, I hope Hangman kicks the crap out of Bryan Danielson.
I mean, I will say, speaking of AEW, I will say, that with how the last match ended in a draw and how with this match, and how the rematch is going to not have a time for the championship. How
will all be decided
by judges. I
Which makes no sense to me, might I add.
Yeah, I mean, for once I agree, but I don't really know exactly
how it's going to work, but
I think Bryan Danielson will, when considering that he has been around the wrestling business longer than I think MJF, that I think Hangman Adam Page has.
I mean, you could be right, especially since Bryan Danielson is back to being the American Dragon. But in terms of the Pinnacle, which was supposed to be the topic of this segment,
yeah. What do you think
if they
of
break up, I just hope they don't turn MJ. If they break up, I hope they don't turn MJF babyface.
Yeah,
That would be terrible.
Yeah, agreed. I think if I think just keep MJF as the less famous version of the Miz. Just keep him as a douchebag.
I hope MJF doesn't listen to this, even though
He
he
probably
is pretty much like the Miz.
I mean,
He's sort of like faux Hawk Miz when you think about it.
yeah. But this about MJF is well Miz is a good heel. I just feel like MJF can take more bigger jabs at you, more personal jabs.
Yeah, he's a phenomenal talker. That's why he needs to stay heel.
Yes. As a babyface?
And we're going to take a short break.
Yeah.
And we're back for the final segment, and we're switching back to WWE. Ladies and gentlemen, it's prediction battle time, baby.
It's not only prediction battle, it's a rubber match prediction battle. Because for those of you that don't know, we are tied at prediction battles.
Yes, and for the record, this isn't going to end after this prediction battle. We're going to try to do one for every WWE pay-per-view, at least when my co-host isn't working at Truist Park in Atlanta.
Yes.
And I can say where you're from because the intro says from a Zoom call in Atlanta, Georgia.
All right, let's just get this card over with. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a kickoff match. We have a pre-show match.
Of course.
The pre-show match is the Swiss Cyborg Cesaro versus Rich Hollins and...
Hold on, wasn't Ricochet on Cesaro's team?
Yes. What'd I say?
You just said Cesaro and then went to his opponents.
Oh, okay. You can edit this out. All right.
Maybe I will, maybe I won't.
All right. You should probably edit out all the botches if you can. Anyway, not important, but
Right, they're funny.
Anyway, all right. It is Ricochet and Cesaro versus Rich Hollins and Sheamus. That is the pre-show match.
Yeah, and I'm going to...
Wait. Let me go over the card first, and then we can predict.
All right.
Let's see. The second match is Big E versus maybe...
We'll cover that when we get to that match.
Kevin Owens versus Bobby Lashley in a fatal 4-way match for the WWE Championship. We got the Tribal Chief, the head of the table, Roman Reigns, versus the Beast Incarnate, Brock, the Universal Championship.
Again.
And then we got the Usos versus the New Day for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. We got The Miz versus Edge in a rivalry match. We got Becky Lynch defending her Raw Women's Championship against Liv Morgan in a singles match for the Raw Women's titles. We have a match I have no idea is why it's even on this card, but we have Drew McIntyre versus Madcap Moss. I have absolutely no idea why this is on the card. And then we got RK Bro versus the Street Profits for the Raw Tag Team titles.
Is that all the card?
Double checking. Let me see. Hang on. And also, and I believe there's also
I think that's it, but there could be more matches. And I believe I saw somewhere that they're adding the Sami Zayn
Nakamura
for the IC title. I think it's on the show.
All right.
I think. I don't really know. And ladies and gentlemen, I will say,
Okay, we'll put an asterisk by that prediction.
I will say, this is the card for now, but subject to change.
As always with a WWE program, card subject to change. They literally have that on the program pamphlets you get.
Yes.
What they do.
Alright,
Anyways, let's start our predictions with the kickoff match. I'm obviously gonna go with, for the kickoff match, Cesaro and Ricochet.
For me, I'm gonna go with, the opposite. Sheamus and Rich Holland.
See, the thing between the rivalry of the former members of The Bar is Cesaro has been outnumbered so far, and in the tag team matches, it's even sides.
Yeah. Then we got Big E defending his WWE Championship against Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, and Bobby Lashley in a supposed fatal 4-way match.
Now, the reason he phrased it the way he did was Well,
Seth Rollins has COVID.
yeah, the grapevine has told us Seth Rollins tested positive for the COVID-19 pandemic virus, whatever you want to say.
And I've
I don't want
also
to get demonetized, so I'm going to stop saying that word.
heard I don't really care, but I've also heard that that WWE has advertised Seth Rollins as still being a part of the match, even though he has COVID, which I don't really get, but
Which
whatever.
is stupid.
Yes.
Like, we don't want to break out on the main roster.
Yes, and ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who have no idea,
This was all supposed to be a one-on-one match for the WWE Championship, and then Kevin Owens
instead basically
basically
beating up.
Yeah, Seth was stupid.
Yeah, and then Bobby Lashley
Beat 3 people in one night to earn his way into the match.
Yeah, and that is how we got here. So, prediction. Who do you see walking away?
with the big gold WWE chop.
Well, first off, the heel to babyface ratio is out of whack with this one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Kevin Owens.
Okay. Why is that?
Because
With him recently resigning and all?
Yeah, we covered that last week.
Yeah. That is a valid point. That would be a way for WWE to be like, hey, thank you for re-signing. Here you go. Here's the WWE Championship.
Yeah, and honestly, Big E does need a change of character before I can legitimately see him as a champion.
Yeah, I hate to say this, but since Big E has won the title earlier this year, I don't know. With Big E being like a goofy character, but still also but then just randomly switching to be serious, I feel that is just, it doesn't really work. Yeah.
Wait, he switched to being serious? Since when?
Then I don't know, the times he's had to go up against, the times he had to go up against Lashley.
Yeah, but other than that, he's still been relatively a goofball.
Yeah, so you're going with the newly re-signed Kevin Owens.
Fight Owens fight.
Okay. For me, I'm not really going to say Seth Rollins because, like I said, I have no idea if he's going to be there or not.
So I'm guessing you're going with the almighty Bobby Lashley.
Yes, and my reason, if Bobby Lashley, in a span of one night, can defeat all 3 participants by himself to earn a spot in the WWE Championship match, I think Bobby Lashley needs it, and I also think the reason Bobby Lashley needs to win the WWE title is maybe that this will get us to take Big E more seriously. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what I just realized that's
What's
kind
that?
of funny? No matter who wins this match, we're not going to see any of them for 2 weeks if Seth Rollins is actually in the match.
Man.
Because after you've been exposed to COVID, you need to be quarantined for 2 weeks.
Yeah. And then the next match for the for the WWE Universal Championship, which is supposed to have a major angle at day one, and it's probably going to involve Paul Heyman, honestly.
I mean, obviously, Lesnar is one of the OG Heyman guys.
Yeah.
But
seriously,
again,
Paul makes so many people over the ages. He can make a Paul Heyman guy faction if he wanted to.
Yeah. But
my opinion,
I know with this having a major angle of now, yes, Roman Reigns did fire Paul Heyman, but there is the possibility of
that all being a cover up.
I mean, if you ask me, it was a brilliant plan.
Yeah, and it seems like something Heyman would do.
Totally.
Like, I saw a video on YouTube once from WWE Survivor Series in MSG where Heyman betrayed Lesnar to side with Big Show. I'm wondering if lightning can strike twice and Heyman does the same thing this time.
But it could be for Roman. It could. Okay, but the thing is, I don't know if he's gonna go back to working with Brock Lesnar, because Brock Lesnar's a babyface, and those
what I'm saying is he betrays Lesnar.
Oh yeah, my prediction is the reigning
champion, the head of the table, the tribal chief Roman Reigns.
I guess I have to go with the babyface beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, you got it's. Sorry, folks, but for those of you that don't know, it's basically when you're introducing Brock Lesnar, you kind of have to do that. There's no if, and, or buts.
Yeah. Heyman did that every time he defended his title when he was still his advocate.
Yeah. Okay. All right. The next match is a rivalry that was a big thing in the early days of SmackDown Live. The Usos versus the for the SmackDown team.
Man, you guys know it's obvious who I'm going for. New Day Rocks.
Shut up, stupid
Day Rocks.
Positivity.
Shut up! Or you're police! Shut the hell up!
Anyway.
Okay, not 2J.
Okay, but okay, I am gonna go with the Usos, and the reason I am going with the Usos is because since they have been, now the Usos were already a great tag team, but basically since they've joined forces with the Tribal Chief, they've been pretty much unstoppable. Yeah. Now, I know that this match is definitely gonna be a banger because it's the Usos and the New Day.
Yeah, like they've had phenomenal, and I mean phenomenal matches in the past.
Yeah, they have fought.
This one's gonna slap.
Yeah, they have fought.
It's gonna slap harder than I want to slap my co-host.
Hey, no, that's my job, not yours. But another reason, they have fought in 203 Falls matches. They have fought in a street fight. They have even fought inside Hell in the Cell.
Yeah, and each one of the matches have been bangers.
Yes, and also, not to mention, but and there was also that New Day versus Usos rap battle.
Yeah, which was we don't talk about that.
I mean, we totally can. Who the hell's gonna stop us?
True, but let's just say it wasn't the best.
Yeah. The next match, ladies and gentlemen, is the Rated R Superstar Edge versus The Miz.
Man, I really wish we could get Tony Chimel on here to do his Rated R Superstar voice track.
Yes, but now I am going. Now, who are you gonna go with before I say?
I'm gonna go with Edge.
Damn.
Oh, you were gonna go with him?
It's fine.
I thought you would support the guy who's influenced your character on this podcast, The Miz.
Okay, yeah.
Especially since he's got the lovely Maryse in his corner.
Yeah, alright, fine. Edge, yeah, and I'll go with The Miz, which, again, the last time Edge competed, think about this, ladies and gentlemen. The last time Edge, I believe, competed in Atlanta was his final match ever. Oh, we thought.
His final match
That we
for
thought.
9 years.
Yeah, and that's also the same place that he won the Royal Rumble at. So.
Yeah, which I was in attendance for that.
Yeah, no one cares.
And I will say we haven't actually mentioned this on the podcast yet. But we have heard rumblings or rumors that Beth Phoenix didn't retire from NXT commentary to spend time with her family, though I totally believe that. We have heard rumors that it could be for a potential in-ring return.
Yeah.
And I think a perfect place to do that would be day one, Atlanta, Georgia, to be in her husband's corner to make the playing field even to counteract Maryse.
Yeah.
And maybe this can lead to, like, I don't know, a mixed tag match at WrestleMania or something.
Yeah. And another match we have is The Man, or Big Time Bex, or whatever the hell she calls herself.
She has so many nicknames.
Becky Lynch versus Liv Morgan for the Raw Women's Championship.
I gotta go with my girl Liv. She's improved so much since her days in NXT and the Riot Squad.
Yeah.
Now, we do have to mention, since Seth and Becky have officially tied the knot
and have a child,
Becky has been exposed to the coronavirus. We don't know if she has tested positive or not.
Who the hell knows?
But I am a little concerned that our Raw Women's Champion may have the pandemic, the vid, as Kevin Hart calls it.
Really?
Yes. Did you not see his pandemic comedy special that he did from the comfort of his own home? It's on Netflix.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Big Time Bex, considering that this is a fun fact that Becky Lynch has held a title every single year since WrestleMania, since and she became big time Bex. This became double belt Beck.
Becky
Whatever.
Two Belts.
Yeah, that shit.
Okay, so you're going big time Bex, who Seth Rollins obviously helps with her fashion sense when it comes to promo clothes. Like, you've seen the ridiculous outfit she's been wearing recently. And I'm going with Liv Morgan.
Yeah. Sorry, what?
I was just talking about Becky's recent promo attires and how outlandish they are.
Yeah, which, hey, you could say the same thing. Okay, I will say this Seth Rollins suit, I haven't really covered this, but I'm going to anyway. I don't really give a damn. Seth Rollins suits.
Yeah. But you got big time Bex. I got Liv Morgan. Let's move on to the next match.
A match that
I don't really know or why the blue hell it is even on this damn show. Filler match is Drew McIntyre. Which again I have absolutely zero idea.
It's a filler match for sure. I gotta go with the Scotch Warrior again, especially if they're going for that push.
Yeah, I don't. No matter how much I want, I'll go for Madcap Moss.
I will say your side does have the advantage because of Happy Corbin.
Yeah, Happy Corbin, who quite honestly should really go back to being
Baron?
Yes, please. Because now that would be a rivalry to see. Baron Corbin as a heel versus Drew McIntyre. That's a rivalry.
Yeah.
And then the next match, which, again, folks, there could be more matches or things could change. Honestly, we have no idea. Only
True.
people that know is WWE, and they don't even know. Not even they know.
Yeah, because didn't you say that like for at least AEW, like they're keeping the card for the first episode of Dynamite on TBS a secret or something?
Yes. No. Well, that and also for a Rampage tonight.
Oh, right, Rampage is tonight. I totally forgot about that show.
Yes. We also have RK Bro, a tag team that I quite honestly I would like to see split up in the year 2022.
Yeah.
And this is just a prediction that I want to see in 2022 is RK Bro break up and then Randy Orton. And then we have a feud between these two.
Yeah, but I feel like Randy would dominate a feud between them. And who are they fighting? Who are they wrestling for the Raw Tag Team titles? The Profits?
The Profits, yeah. Two babyface teams. I don't know. Even though,
hey,
okay.
I'm gonna go with the Profits because we want the smoke.
Okay. This is gonna sound confusing.
it is very confusing. Is that the Street Profits won a tournament?
RK Bro was in a rivalry with the Alpha Academy.
Yeah, like what the heck, guys?
It just.
If you knew you were gonna bring them into a rivalry, why why
Tournament.
have a tournament in the first place?
Yeah.
Oh, right, it was called the Arcade Bronament.
Stupid Matt Riddle.
I'm going with the street. Yeah, it's dumb. And
I'm-
like we know Matt Riddle wants to smoke. That's why I'm choosing the Street Profits.
I'm going with the opposite. Bro.
And I'm not doing that to force you to root for a guy that you don't like.
No, but again, something that I personally want to see in the year 2022 is after this RK Bro shit is done, can Randy Orton, I know Randy Orton probably doesn't listen to this, but I don't really care. Please go back to what he was in 2020.
Yeah, a sadistic heel.
Because for those of you that don't have no idea, Randy Orton probably had the best heel run. Again,
Yeah, and by those who don't know, he means people that
have
either just started watching wrestling
or have no
or
idea.
don't remember, because we all want to block 2020 out of our minds.
Yeah, but I don't think 20. Yeah, well, we want to block 2020 out of our mind. 2020 is like, I'm not done yet. Hold my beer.
Well, 2020. Well, it is sort of done because this is 2021.
For now.
For like
Couple more hours.
8 more hours or 7 hours.
Yeah, but
More specifically, 6 hours 57 minutes.
okay. We also, I believe, are gonna. Well, we got that whole what's it called? Oh yes, we got that whole 12-minute gauntlet match that was won by Sami Zayn that Nakamura is fighting. I don't know if that match is going to be on the card or not.
Oh,
Or
are you talking about the 12 Days of Christmas Gauntlet?
Yes, that Sami Zayn one. But again, I don't know if this match is even going to be on the card or be on the pre-show or what the.
Let's predict it just to be safe.
Okay, good idea. I'm going with Sami.
All right, I'll go with King Nakamura.
I have my real.
Oh wait, he's not King Nakamura anymore. Sorry, I meant Shinsuke Nakamura.
That weird thing, but anyway.
Yeah.
Reason is, I have not been the biggest fan of Shinsuke Nakamura ever since he got Rick Booms in his corner, and I feel like the Intercontinental Championship.
Oh really?
Yeah, I feel like
I was unaware of that.
Yeah, I feel like that the Intercontinental Championship needs to change the scenery. And besides, Shinsuke Nakamura, since winning the title, has only defended it once. So yeah, that's why I'm going with Sami Zayn.
But that's not his fault. If you want to blame someone, blame the producers.
Yeah, I'm blaming them. But yeah, that's just my opinion.
All right, are there any other matches we need to predict?
I have no idea.
Did we do the SmackDown Women's title? That is having a match, right?
Well, I don't really know, considering we did not cover this, but get anyway, with
oh right.
Tonight,
but we did cover. Yeah, we forgot to mention this, and the reason we didn't is this isn't bad news, but Toni Storm has been released from her WWE contract. It was not due to budget cuts, but it's.
I heard it was
allegedly of her own accord.
Yeah, I heard it was just. I don't know. The rumor is, I heard it was something that either happened at the house show, or I also heard but that's
Yeah,
just a rumor.
I did hear that, but like Tony, this was a really bad time to get granted your release, considering you were in a program
With Charlotte
for
Flair,
the SmackDown Women's Championship.
with the Queen.
So,
Yeah.
if there is a SmackDown Women's title match,
Charlotte
we
Flair
will
versus whoever the
blank.
versus.
I'll go with blank
I'll go with
because
the.
we don't know who she would wrestle.
But here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, which I've just got to honestly say is that we don't even know if there's a new episode of SmackDown happening, considering it's New Year's Eve.
I'm sure they pre-taped one. Like WWE wouldn't have the two longest running weekly episodic television shows in history without releasing a new episode.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see, but yeah, that's all I got.
I can check my TV guide after this and let you know if there's a new episode of SmackDown.
Yeah.
All right, now for the punishment. As you know, we do a punishment with every prediction battle, and whoever loses has to watch a movie from their least favorite genre. And I will give you an example. I do not like horror movies. If I lose, I will have to watch a horror movie. And again, I will up the ante and post stories of it via social media.
Yeah, anyway, that's all we got, folks.
Come back, same time, same location.
We'll be back in the new year with more debates, more discussions, and more disagreements. But until then,
Like and subscribe, idiots.
the Executioner and the Unbreakable Spirit will be at odds.
Please like and subscribe.
Follow,
subscribe.
like our Facebook page. Do all the stuff to get your add-ons dosage. And we will see you in 2022.
Peace out, losers.
Happy New Year.
Bye.